feel the lag in the daytime and you're just looking for that pick-me-up, well, Bryce Wylde is here to tell you you might daytime fatigue, but we're going to do it the right way. So we're probably not going to go to the coffee shop then.
Probably not.
Probably
well, listen,
not.
I endorse coffee, in particular organic coffee.
Yes.
You know, it's one a day is really good for you, in particular if you have that genetic susceptibility to metabolize it well. Some of us don't, but we are reaching for it too often, and certainly after 3 is not a good idea. We way overconsume caffeine and sugar. There's some alarming statistics. Actually, by the way, to start off, 74% of us wake up in the morning and within the first hour of our day say, I wish I had more energy. It's like a level of fatigue that plagues our society. And this is different than chronic fatigue syndrome, but it's a real issue this day and age. And here's part of the reason why is we reach for fake energy. You know, these energy drinks, which is a huge market, okay? This stuff has way too much caffeine and sugar. Look at this. This is the amount of sugar found in one of these energy drinks. That's an insane amount, typically 55 grams, okay? Here's what we're consuming in a couple of weeks. Added sugar, in terms of teaspoons of sugar, okay? That's added. Forget about what we're consuming through our diet. And when we think we're giving our kids healthy drinks, for example, here's the amount that's in a kid's juice box, let alone one of these crazy energy drinks. So the problem, as we know, with sugar is it causes a bit of a boost,
a spike,
but then we crash, So we want to ditch the fake energy. And by the way, be aware, this is a bunch of organic product over here. So blueberry juice, which is wonderful, or organic ketchup, you know, balsamic vinegar, but there's a lot of hidden sugar in healthy food. So read your labels, all right? We're consuming this much every few weeks, over 5 pounds a month. So we got to ditch the sugar. What we need to do to get that energy and pick me up, it sounds like rhetoric, but we need to sleep better and we need to exercise more. And we've heard of this before, but primarily as our nutrition goes, we need to eat way more micronutrient-rich foods. When your body doesn't get the nutrients, folks, it'll just keep going to calories and your brain's smart until it achieves the calcium, magnesium, and vitamins and minerals it needs. It'll just keep eating that stuff. When you eat this stuff, you're full faster and you feel that energy. So berries, watch your glycemic index. This is foods all across the board, whether it's a vegetable or a fruit or a protein. Foods that have low GI.
So they're going to metabolize slower in your system, so you're going to be full a little bit longer.
Tells your brain you don't need to keep seeking for that fake energy. We need to do better with our protein.
These are great protein sources right here. So all
organic. Okay, we want to make sure it's organic as much as possible. Eggs, I love eggs. They're totally in, and don't listen to anyone that says they're not good for you. You can eat them every day. Tuna, all right.
Oh, yes, for eggs.
All right, good.
They love eggs.
Love it. I love eggs and fiddlesticks, by the way. I combine these. I fry these up in the morning with a little bit of olive oil.
You can put everything in an omelet. It's the best thing ever.
And they're only in season for a little bit, but they have tons of arginine, amino acid that's really helpful for our heart. Beans, they slow down your transit time. So that's the diet. We want more of these micronutrient-rich vegetables and protein. Women need at least minimum 55 grams a day. That's minimum, and that's about what's in a simple can of tuna. That's about 55 grams. And by the way, herbs, I can't say enough, about herbs. Rosemary, just throw this into your... There's been really good research actually about rosmarinic acid and the volatile oils out of rosemary to support the adrenal glands. And when the adrenal glands are blasted, these are little glands that sit on top of your kidneys, and they're like batteries, And we have these battery backups throughout the day. If we don't recharge these batteries, we're feeling really tired come 3 o'clock. So rosemary and rosmarinic oil, an essential oil to help boost the adrenal process.
Okay, listen, we'll take any help we can get. So all these tips are really good. So we're moving over into this area
When I build my shake in the morning, it's a smorgasbord. In fact, I call it the smorgasbord, I throw in any sort of nut butter I might have. This is cashew nut butter. I put a tablespoon, or rather a scoop of protein powder. I love this one, either Body Logics or this Kaizen. Organic. You know, it's got to come from happy cows, No GMO stuff in there. There's no artificial flavors, no sweeteners. It's sweetened with stevia, so I love that stuff. And fiber to slow down the absorption. So this is a soluble fiber. This is called sun fiber, so look for this. It's an ingredient. The Japanese actually manufacture this. It's tasteless, odorless, and it's a regulating fiber. You know, when we're sluggish and fatigued, we're also often not going. And that'll cause reabsorption of toxins.
Doing what it needs to. What other kind of fibers are out there? Like, is that the same as psyllium? Is it the same?
No, it's not psyllium. Good point. So this is soluble, means it'll get into your system and help you with things like cholesterol. It'll regulate your transit time. But the psyllium stuff is really more of a bulking agent and can sometimes irritate and cause bloating and gas and so forth. So I put an avocado in here, berries, chocolate. I mean, the whole thing,
You put chocolate chocolate in there?
I love chocolate. I mean, I don't know about you. Yeah, chocolate's very, very key.
I like that you did that.
Well, it's only 2 squares, by the way, and don't forget, chocolate has caffeine. So if you're eating chocolate too soon before bed, that might be keeping you up. And we need not just 7 to 8 hours clocked on the pillow. We want to make sure we're getting quality of sleep. And if we're not getting quality of sleep, we wake up in the morning and we're fatigued again, right?
So we've talked about this before. Remember when we talked about sleep on the show, and you said that sometimes it's almost better to have like the 7.5 hours than to have 9 hours. Like there's a sleep schedule that you need to kind of stick to for it to work and for you to actually wake up feeling like you've had enough.
Sleep is so key. So sleep hygiene is really important.
Sleep hygiene.
The amount of time. So set your alarms at night, folks, before you go to bed, and that'll signal you what time you need to go to bed. Isn't that delicious?
It's really good.
Right? So the alarm should go off in the morning to wake you up. The chocolate adds the zest. There's the nut butter in there.
That's great.
But yes, get that. The number of hours you clock on the pillow is important, but you want your room to be cool. You want to make sure that you're wearing socks on your feet to lower your core temperature.
See, I never do that.
And actually, meditation helps as well. So leverage app technology. So this is one of my favorite. It's free. Guided meditation. The more that we enter into a meditative state, 10 minutes a day is equivalent of about 4 hours restful sleep, parasympathetic state. Yeah. So 10 minutes, and it does something different than sleep, in fact, okay? There's that, and there's even, this is a really wonderful fitness app. So get a fitness app to help you regulate your day and keep your energy up as well. These are free. This one's called Body Logics. Meal planning, exercise, grocery lists.
Good stuff.
All this stuff is really key.
All important, and it's all full circle with your sleep. So make sure you get a good sleep and good food.